He called her, but she didn't answer. He demanded, and she didn't explain. He waited for her to pick up the phone to give him access to her mind, her voice, her peace. But Annie, she had learned something that took years to understand. Silence is not weakness, it's strength. This is Annie's story, and I'm telling it for her. For so long, Annie was conditioned to respond to her narcissistic husband. Every ring of the phone, it felt like an alarm bell. And it was, of course, his alarm bell. She had been trained to pick up, to explain, to defend, to soothe, or whatever she had to do to quell his fury. There were consequences if she didn't. Slam doors, the threats, the punishment. But something changed after she left. At first, she continued to feel that pull, the reflex to explain herself, the need to keep the peace. But slowly, Annie realized the power wasn't in what she said. The power was in what she didn't say. The day came when her phone lit up. She knew it was him. And for the first time, Annie just let it ring. No apology, no explanation, absolutely nothing. You know what? It really rattled him more than any argument could have, more than anything she could have said. The reason is because narcissists, they thrive on access. They thrive on your reaction. They thrive on knowing they can still control you through guilt, fear, or obligation. But Annie's silence, calm, steady, unyielding, it took away her husband's power at the root. He couldn't twist her words if there were no words. He couldn't feed on her emotions if she didn't give him any. And he couldn't break her down if she was no longer willing to play his creepy game. That silence, that choice not to answer, not to offer an explanation, not to defend, that was the very thing that broke his grip. I don't know, maybe you felt it too, that pull to pick up the phone, to answer the text, to explain yourself just one more time. And that's even if you know it's not going to be enough, but there's still that urge to do it. I think most survivors know this, they've experienced it. But it takes time to break free from that reflex. We're all conditioned to respond, to smooth things over, to defend our own truth. But here's what Annie learned, and what every survivor eventually learns. You don't owe the narcissist your words. Your silence is not your weakness. It's not avoidance. It's power, because silence, it stops the game. It stops the spin, doesn't it? It stops the endless cycle of manipulation. Silence doesn't mean surrender. It's the opposite. It means you've stepped into a new strength, one that doesn't require shouting or proving or defending. You know what I mean? Narcissists panic when they lose access to you. They want to see you rattled. They want to see you crack. They want you to explain and defend and plead to them. But when you stay calm, when your silence is steady, when your boundaries are up and they know that you're not there to debate them, you become untouchable. This one's for every survivor who has ever felt chained to the phone. For every survivor who has picked up out of fear, who's explained themselves into exhaustion, who has defended their truth until they no longer even recognize their own voice. This one's for the day that you let it ring, for the day that you didn't answer, for the day you realize that silence is not a void, it's your fortress. If you've ever doubted your strength because you choose silence, let me tell you this. Your silence, it's not weakness. It's the reverse. It's the mark of someone who has reclaimed their peace, reclaimed their freedom. And if you're not there yet, that's okay. If you're still picking up, still trying to explain, still defending, please listen. Your time is going to come. You will learn, like Annie did, that you don't have to participate in the noise. You just don't have to, because you don't have anything to prove. Not to them, not to anyone. You're not here to be rattled. You're here to reclaim your peace. I'm Keil Hackley, attorney, author of the book Undercurrent, and the host here of the Are You Annie podcast. Annie's story is, of course, the backbone. It's what we base this podcast on. But it's so much more than just Annie. It's for every woman, every man who's ever lived under the weight of narcissistic abuse and wondered if they would ever find their strength again. So let this be a reminder to you. Silence is not surrender. It's strength, it's power, and you know what? It's yours. Until next time, I honor your truth, and you are not alone. And as always, I want you to remember that you are so much stronger than you ever knew, that you are a warrior against narcissistic abuse, that you are tenacious and you're never going to give up on your dreams and what you believe in. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. And just promise me that until the next episode, you're going to take good care of yourself. And welcome here. Please comment. If I haven't answered you right away, I apologize, but I will get to you because you're important. For now, bye-bye. Thank you again.